Your respite from the storm. As always, with me is my main man, Kevin. Bad Bones Hinkle.
Bad Bones. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to another riveting episode of Forever Sorting.
Riveting, like on the side of a building.
Those rivets.
Those rivets. It's so riveting.
Welcome back, everybody.
Looking good, Kevin.
How's things going?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, as of the time of recording of this video, I'm going to have to do a Pink Bucket Nation Castle update. Thanks for asking.
What is your percentage of completion?
Well, I have the outside walls, minus 3 of the towers, and the catwalk done, and the keep is not built at all.
So maybe a fourth.
I'd say we're at 25%. I feel 25%. Good about that. 25%. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. That's hey. That's fine.
Truth be told, the only thing slowing me down is the amount of bricks.
Right. It's not a time issue. It's not a willingness.
It's not a creative problem.
Yeah, I got you.
I got this.
That's awesome.
And what's done makes me very, very happy, and I feel good about myself.
Very nice.
Better than I have in a very long time about doing a thing like this.
Very nice. I'm excited to see it in person at Alabama.
Yeah, me as well. So you guys know, okay, so Kevin knows that I don't like promoting myself. That's why he has to draw it out of me. But if you guys are interested, it's the Pink Bucket Nation Castle, and I'm going to have to do an update probably today after this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud. Pretty
nice.
stinking proud.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a fun idea. It's a fun idea.
Yeah. Didn't you go? Was it you or did somebody else say draw a castle, a Pink Bucket Nation castle?
So I did. I drew one once.
Yeah. I don't think it was me, though, that said draw a Pink Bucket Nation castle.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think it was.
Because that's not your style.
Yeah. No.
If I had to guess, just because I'm trying to think of the people that are routinely in there, my guess maybe is Gator Bricks said
it's
that.
Possible. Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong, but and what's interesting is speaking of drawing things, my doodle stream, which I host on my channel every other Friday.
Sorry, I missed the last one.
That's
I had to work.
I think you've missed 2, unless you just didn't say anything in the one before.
I think it's 3,
That's
but
fine.
all of it has been work related, and I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But I went back through from episode 1, and I resaved out the collage.
Yeah.
Actually, because some of them I didn't have the collage at all.
Right.
Because I didn't do that until like episode 5 or 6.
Right. Snarky Dog's on my Instagram if you guys want to go check him out.
Yeah, so I went all the way back to episode 1 and was like, let me create some collages because that's something that I've established over time. Is I said, hey, when I'm done, I've already got the file open. Let me just kind of crop some of them out and I'll just show my favorite ones for the week. And I think it's kind of neat. I like doing that.
I enjoy seeing the picture because I miss it. Like I said, it was this week. But I like to go over there and see that picture that you post because I'm like, oh, that's the route they went. Well,
I mean, it isn't.
You can definitely tell when I'm not there.
I actually enjoy it a lot. I've come to really enjoy that stream and that whole thing.
Yeah.
So I went back, and so now I have. If you go to my Mr. Hinkle Draws on Instagram in the stories, I have all of them. So from 1 all the way up to the current, which I think is 12. You can just sit there and you can just tap through and you can see my progress in a tablet use because it's really rough going back to 1 and then going to 12. But and I have folders. Like if you want to go on Facebook instead, I have a folder that's all the doodle stream collages in there. But I went back and saw the castle again. I was like, there's the castle. Yeah. There's when the pink bucket castle appeared. Yeah. But yeah, we had a fascinating one this last right. What did somebody say? Someone made the comment I see today is going on a more of a muted / grounded / dark tones today.
Nice.
But yeah, so Pink Bucket Castle. I look forward to seeing it in real life.
Yeah,
it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Now another tangent. I did see that. Have you seen the new 10 episode series of the Dark Crystal or what? No, yeah,
in the bucket. I already watched it all.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
See, we watched the original movie because it'd been 100 years for me, and I don't think she ever saw it.
Yeah.
And we were left with like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm thinking I want to watch it, but she's not sure. What about the series?
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah,
this so
anytime, brother.
This is so exciting to me.
So unscripted, folks. Unscripted.
Off the cuff.
There it is.
I had never seen the original film up to maybe fall of last year.
Oh wow.
Or maybe spring of this year.
Wow.
Like we're talking, it was either 2018 or 2019.
Yeah,
I had never seen it, and I was confused because I thought Dark Crystal and I guess the movie Labyrinth were the same. I thought they were the same.
Bless your heart, Kevin.
Because I'd never seen either, and I thought it was all the same thing. So Pagano, my friend David Pagano, he did a episode of How About We Animate That on his channel, where he took the David Bowie action figure, I guess, from Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And he's got like crazy hair and a glowing orb. Again, I don't know. I have no context. No. But so he animated this action figure, and I said, oh, and David is my friend, and I like to see what he sees and support what he does. So he was like a big Ernest fan, so I watched all the Ernest movies. And so I said, let me see this film that he's did this thing from, just because I've never seen it, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be good. And so I pulled up Dark Crystal because I thought it was the same. I was like, oh, and not knowing, I'm like, oh, that's that like David Bowie character from the Dark. And so I brought up the Dark Crystal, and I was like, wait, David Bowie's not in this movie at all. So that's when I found out they were two different films. But I watched it, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to feel about this film. Like, I remember I watched it all, and this is not having watched it ever in my youth.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I can appreciate the very distinct art style of this film.
Yeah.
Like, it's very distinct, and I can appreciate the puppetry. There's some rough scenes.
Sure.
I'm like, there's some rough scenes. I liked the scenes where you could tell it was like a little kid that was like wearing the Gelfling costume and like running. And I'm like, there's a little kid. That's kind of neat. It's like, it reminded me of like Lord of the Rings when you see kids playing hobbits and they're running around.
See, but they should have never done that for Hobbit. But whatever. That's for another time. That's
for another episode.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate the art style. I can appreciate the time built into the like establishing a lore in this whole universe.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't really know. I'm not super vested in it, but I watched it and I don't regret watching it.
Sure.
But I didn't know how I felt.
I'm a huge Jim Henson fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't I don't know why I never correlated the two.
Right. I really like the character of the Chamberlain, who's the Skeksis. It's like, and it's interesting because I saw it. Like I said, I didn't really know how to feel about it. I appreciated it, but I'm like, it's not in like my top 10.
No, right.
And then as the weeks and months went on, as it kind of like aged and sat with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I like it. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And it's like, I still don't think the film, I'm like in love with it. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. Yeah. And I definitely have appreciated it as it sat in my brain longer. So then I started seeing, I started talking about this with Steek. Steek is a Lego Twitch person I follow on the Twitchverse. And Steek is hardcore Dark Crystal fan. And so he made a sound when
he sure is.
One of his streams, he was like, and I was like, did you just make a Skeksis sound? And like it launched this whole like thing like with, and we all know, right? We have our inside jokes with our different friends and stuff.
Sure.
And so now me and Steek, we have Dark Crystal. That's what we have. And so I started seeing the advertisements for the Age of Resistance Netflix show. Yeah. And I was like, damn, these look good. Like the stills and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just gorgeous. And so again, I'm not heavily vested in the story or the lore, but I thought it looked gorgeous. And so show finally dropped. I watched episode 1 and I was like stunned. Like I was like stunned. I was like, man, it is in every way cinematic. I feel like I watched a 10-hour film. It is like every shot is stunning to look at. Like it is like every shot has been colored or angled, or just like the cinematography is just stunning in it. And I'm like, everything is so good. And the CGI is actually, I would dare to say, pretty minimal. Like it's all puppetry. And there are parts where CGI, like they have this giant worm, and it's like, all right, you can't have a puppet that's the size of a building. Maybe you can, but they like the thing has like these little fuzzy things, and they use like people with string and real puppet strings to add to the CGI. And so it's like, because I watched some behind the scenes stuff, but the crew, a lot of the people that worked on the film were brought back to work on the series. And this is like, I am confident this is Jim Henson's vision for the film, but with an crazy high budget.
Good.
And actually like a whole team of people that now get it and are invested in it and want to make it amazing.
Good.
It was amazing. And I felt when it was done, maybe this is a hot take, controversial opinion, I really loved Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Because I enjoyed the original trilogy.
Yep.
I enjoyed the prequel trilogy.
Yep. Same.
And that movie, after I watched it, I felt like so satisfied that I had watched every piece of this puzzle be created before my eyes.
Yep.
I felt the same after the finale. I was like, did I just watch it all come together?
Okay.
So I highly recommend it. And like I said, I didn't really like super enjoy the film, but I think it's really good to see the film because then you watch the show and it all makes sense. And they have poured their heart and soul into that show. And it is like, it's gorgeous. It is so stunning. Every episode's beautiful. All the character, like the voice acting is great. And they added so many more characters and just so much little bits of lore that you're like, that's why that character looked like that. That's why that guy lost his eye. That's why, I mean, it's just like all these little bits of lore and you're like, oh, it's so good. It's great. And Mark Hamill's in it. Did you know Mark Hamill's in it?
Oh, jeez.
And I mean, you can't go wrong with Mark Hamill.
No.
If he's not Luke Skywalker, he's the Joker. Mark Hamill voices the scientist. And the scientist was in the film also. Yeah. He's got the little like light eye, like a little robot eye. And he voices that character. And I will admit, the first episode, I was like, oh, that sounds like the Joker playing scientist. And then after that, it was gone. I was immersed for the rest of the show. I was like, that's the scientist. Watch it, folks. It's great.
Yeah. He also does art, folks. That's why.
Yeah, I do. I do that too.
And if you don't think there's an artistic touch in that movie and that TV show, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, it's so good. So yeah, now that we're properly 15 minutes into the show,
yeah, we haven't done introductions yet. Let's pre-introduction. Let
us introduce ourselves. Hello, everyone. We are your humble servants for this episode. My name is Kevin Hinkle. Bad Bones, right? That's what you called me, Kevin. Bad Bones.
Bad Bones, yeah.
Bad Bones. Welcome back to another episode of Forever Sorting. Thank you for continuing to listen to all of our episodes. I am led to believe the last episode was a little rough on the heartstrings.
Was it?
That's what I'm led to believe. But thank you for coming back. If you guys have any interest in following me outside of this program, you can find my website at kevinahinkle.com, or you can follow me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to follow just my artwork and what I create as a freelance artist, you can find that online at Mr. Hinkle Draws. That is also the name of my YouTube channel here, is Mr. Hinkle Draws. Outside of that, there's a couple other things I'd like to take the opportunity very quickly to talk about. Bricks in the Middle, which is a comic series I make about Lego fans for Lego fans. Since the last episode, we have dropped, I think, another comic since then, so that's good. Or maybe it was right before. But you can find that at bricksinthemiddle.com or on social media at BITM Comics. And also, this shirt that I am modeling today is a Lego-inspired T-shirt. That is a service I offer with Clutch from bricksonthedollar.com. You can find Lego-inspired T-shirts that I design. Every shirt sold definitely helps me out, helps support me. But bricksonthedollar.com is where you can find information on the monthly subscription service. If you don't want to sign up for a monthly subscription service, you just want to buy one shirt, you can go to bricksonthedollar.com and find our link to Amazon, where we sell just single shirts on Amazon. There is some exciting news there. We have just gotten the okay in our Amazon store to offer the patterns I've designed on, I believe it's on T-shirts, on sweaters.
Oh, shut up.
And I want to say long sleeve shirts. So there'll be a couple different styles. And I think we have grown the number of colors we can choose to.
Oh, my.
So check that out.
I'm gluten now.
Oh, all the way. 100%.
But
that also helps support me. So check those out. There's a new design every month. We are actually, I just finished the next design yesterday.
Let me guess. Is it Lego and flex tape?
It's it is not flex tape related, but it is Halloween related because it's going to be released in October.
Oh my!
And it is it's very spooky, and I want to give a special shout out to Brick Blaze.
Yeah.
Brick Blaze is a huge horror movie connoisseur. I gave him the opportunity to give me some input on what would be a very good Halloween / spooky / horror design.
Nice.
Boop. So welcome back, everybody.
Glad to have you back.
I'm distracted. There's a giant cricket on the floor over there. It's kind of gross.
Prove it.
No, if I move the camera, I'll be all
crickety.
Oh, it's so gross. It's like huge. All right.
Are you ready for this? Okay, you got the cricket, but let me tell you what we have down here in the South.
I'm ready. Alligators?
We have nocturnal blind mole crickets. You understand what that means, right?
Is it like
you'll be doing your thing, and then you'll see this creature from the dark walking across the parking lot, and you're going, what?
What is that? And it's riding on an alligator.
Yeah. Also, we have ants, and this may be the same in Texas. I'm not sure. I know Connecticut never heard of this. We have cow killers. They're ants that are about that long, and they're red and black.
Uh-oh.
And you stomp on them, and then they keep going.
Yeah, they just keep growing.
Why are you doing that? And then they keep going. Yeah. Sorry about that. You brought this on yourself.
No. I think I don't know if I've ever heard the term cow killer, but I know growing up there was a lot of very wicked fire ants in Texas.
Oh yeah, the fire ants. Yeah, but these are like the overlords to the fire ants.
Yeah, it's bad.
They say one bite will kill a cow, so that's why.
My oldest son, when he was very little and he was at my mother-in-law's house, so his grandmother's house, they were playing in the backyard, and my wife and I were both away doing something, but we came back together to pick him up, and he was in the backyard and he was like covered in fire ants. And we were like, what are you doing? Why are you not watching your grandson? And I mean, he had like bites all over him and he was fine, but it was like pretty scary.
My first visit, and I know you didn't ask for this one, but my first visit to Florida before we moved here from Illinois, back here from Illinois, I was hanging out in my uncle's front yard, and he said, "Boy, you better be careful about them fire ants." And I was like, "We have ants in Illinois. I keep them as a pet. Oh, them ain't the same." And the next thing I knew, they climbed up my leg, and I got hit at least 20 times. It was all over then. He said, I told you.
That was a really I want to see a character that you voice in that voice.
Yeah.
he has overalls in my head.
Much, yeah.
He has overall. One of the flaps is down.
Of course.
So he's got the overall, no shirt underneath.
That's not right.
That's just what I'm thinking.
That's about right.
Now you need to watch.
Yeah.
So
his name was Uncle Rod.
Uncle Rod.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's so good.
That's but yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, it got ate up, and he was a character of him. All right, Ernest P. Worrell meets he's an actual ladies' man.
Yeah, okay,
that was my uncle. Yeah.
Oh, so did you watch Ernest Goes to Jail?
I have not watched Ernest Goes to Jail.
Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest has a doppelganger who's like a suave version of Ernest.
Nice.
And of course, Jim Varney plays both. So he's like the normal and then like the suave Ernest, and the suave Ernest was in jail and swapped places with the regular Ernest. It's a good one. It's one of Ernest at its prime.
Is it really?
He comes home like, because if you've seen any of the Ernest movies, you know his house is like insanity. His house is like a mismatch of like dollar store things like flamingos and like Tinker Toys and stuff hanging from the ceilings. The guy that takes his place goes to Ernest's house and he walks in. He's like, "What is this?" He's so confused, and so he remodels the whole thing into like a bachelor pad. And then when Ernest finally shows back up, he's like, "Oh no, someone broke into my house, and I think it was Elvis." And it's like everything is like leopard print, and like he's got like the giant round head in the middle of the room. It's just like ridiculous. Ernest also has a Lego phone, but it's not like Lego brand phone. It's like a Tyco. It's a Tyco phone. But in the movie, he like answers it, and it's like it's a Lego phone, and you're like, oh, he's got a Lego phone. He has it like in 2 films. I think.
Terry Crews also just posted on Instagram his what is it? What the bad guy Star Wars vehicles? TIE Fighter.
Yeah,
he built a big ass TIE Fighter.
Yeah, and wasn't like all in the news. Everyone's all like going crazy over David Beckham building that.
I don't care about David Beckham. I was talking about Terry Crews. F David Beckham.
Well, I mean, in recent celebrities with Lego.
Oh, I didn't know he did it. Yeah, I know Dwight Howard, the basketball player. He likes Lego like crazy because he was in the documentary.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He had like, wasn't he given a Lego sculpture of himself?
Yes, from Ellen. Ellen did it with her. Yeah,
Ellen
built it herself. You heard it here first, folks.
She did it with her money. That's what she did.
Is this intro episode number 2?
No, because we would just kept introing.
What?
We would just keep introing.
Oh, okay, because I feel like this is dedicated directly to Reed. On the tangent.
Yeah. Here's another interesting tangent, though.
I love it. Keep going.
So, for those of you that are following me, hopefully, I thank you if you are following me online. You know that I have been spending the last couple months prepping for Comic-Con for Kids, which is a first-time show from Mr. Chad Collins, who runs Brickfest Live.
There you go.
That'll be in Philly. Second weekend of October, so we're pretty close to it.
Right on.
So I'm making some stickers, I'm making some posters, and I'm also building some small Lego sculptures to sell there.
Ooh.
So I finished up. This will be one of the things you can purchase is a Mario.
Why do you put so much effort into it?
Because I want it to be good.
No, it can be good without all that extra.
Nope, it's got
on the back. And this is why I'm getting on to Kevin. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I am currently I'm going to take 10. Okay. And here's the deal, because I know people have been asking me and I really appreciate it. They're like, oh, I can't go to Comic-Con for Kids, but can I get a sticker? Can I get a poster? Yes. Anything that is not sold at the show, I'll be selling somewhere else online, whatever. Here's the 10 that I've assembled. So I just need to finish the bases for them. But there they are. 10 Marios. I'm thinking, because I had to put all the pieces into Bricklink and to see how much the cost was on all of these things. I think this is like 370 parts per Mario.
Okay.
That's not including the base. So I think they're going to be $50 each.
Well, that's reasonable.
I think that's like a good price.
I mean, that you're giving. It should be more for your effort, but that's okay.
Right. And I haven't officially priced them yet. That's just what I'm thinking so far. I don't know if I'll go higher just because, again, what are people going to pay for something that's that size? It's like, you could say all you want till you're blue in the face of how much the parts cost and how many, but whatever. It's like, it's this little thing. It's on your desk. How much you're going to pay for it? Like, and I think the sweet spot is 50, maybe 60. I think 70's pushing it.
I think so.
But yeah, so that's a thing I'm going to be making. Hopefully, if time continues to be on my side, I'm going to have 4 different Lego sculptures this size. So I'll have by the show.
Oh my!
So for my plan was 10 stickers. All 10 are done.
Yeah,
they're done and they're already in my possession, ready to sell. 4 posters. I've completed 2 of the 4.
Oh well.
And then 4 different Lego sculptures. I've not yet. I'm very close with 1, and then it would leave me with 3 more. I think it's possible. I think I can do this. I think I can do it. But so Mario's one. There'll be a link. There'll be a link. And then there'll be. I think I'm going to do like the version of him up front with the shield, right? Like shield and sword down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that classic. Or he probably doesn't have his sword out at all. Just him with his shield. I'm thinking Pikachu.
Yeah.
And then what did I have? Another one. I was thinking Ness from my favorite game of Earthbound, but I might not do Ness.
Don't do that.
Because Ness is...
There's 2 of you who know about that.
I know. Ness is near and dear to my heart, but the other thing is Ness is a Super Nintendo sprite, so his size is like that much bigger. Yeah. So I don't know. But I did... I built one as a gift to another Twitch streamer I follow. We're all about shout outs today. So Canadian Papa Bear on Twitch, building every Sunday, and he does retro gaming every Saturday. He played through Earthbound, and I watched him for like 6 weeks in a row play the whole game. And again, I just had it up on my screen while I was working. And I was like, that was really fun. I had a lot of fun watching him. He's a really, really nice guy. So I made him a gift. So I built him a Ness, and I sent that to him. Maybe that's a little too bright, but
no, that works.
But so he got it. He opened it on stream too, which was cool. So he was like, I would never expect you to do this. I was like, have this. So that would be maybe the one I would sell. I don't know. But I'm thinking because of the size, this is so much bigger than this.
Yeah.
This has to be like a $75 one.
Yeah.
And obscure character, higher price. Yeah. That might be a dangerous.
I'm scared. That's why. That's why I say don't do that, because you and Baba Bear and Matt are the only 3 people I've ever heard.
The only word about it. Yeah. So it might be Mario, Link, and Pikachu. I don't know. We'll see. So those are things
what I'd like to see out of you. I'd like to see a Bowser
like this and that.
Yeah, any one of them, like from any one of the games. But yeah, a Bowser.
Yeah. Speaking of Bowser. This is our chill episode.
I mean, it seems to be our chill episode.
Because you guys need to come down off the ledge from last time.
Yeah.
The Nintendo store in New York.
Isn't there only the one Nintendo store?
They just announced they're opening up a second one, but not in the United States.
Well, there you go.
But can I find it now? This is going to be a problem. Maybe Google. So somebody released a photograph. Someone took a picture in the store of a Bowser sculpture for sale.
Oh,
in the New York store.
Oh,
and it's $300.
Was that it?
And I'm like, how big is this? If it's $300, it's big. It's a big sculpture.
Is it a big?
And I saw a picture of it. It's in this giant plexi case in the Nintendo store, like in the middle, like you can walk around it from all sides. This is not the actual photograph from the store. This is how do I make this bigger? Make it bigger.
It won't.
I know it's like
they don't do it anymore.
It's being dumb.
Yeah, no, they changed it.
Because I need to get bigger, but it's not doing that. So this is huge. See the guy standing next to it? It's like the size. It's his whole torso.
Yeah.
But that's the statue. It's currently, this was like I think a Comic-Con, whatever, but it's at the Nintendo store. It's massive. It's gorgeous. It's like CGI 3D render, but like sculpted.
Yeah.
There was close-ups of the face. They even have like the little reptile scales on his like skin.
Nice.
But so Bowser for $300. I think if I did Bowser, I would do classic Bowser, like from this game.
Yeah.
Facing, like, you have to opposite face. So Mario face this way, Bowser face the other way. But I would be more excited to do a Bowser in the clown thing from Super Mario World. The clown copter, right?
Yeah. That would be cool. I'm a fan. See, I always I think the bad guys get a bad rap because in their mind they're the good guys.
So you're a big Wreck-It Ralph fan, right?
Oh, yeah, but that's because we're cousins.
Bad guys are like, what's their little motto in their Bad Guys Anonymous club? They're like, we're not bad, we're misunderstood.
Yeah, I firmly believe that because look at Donkey Kong. He was, how many years did he try and thwart the plumber, and now he got his own franchise, and everybody loves Donkey Kong.
I love Donkey Kong.
I do love Donkey Kong.
Bad guy club. What is it? Yeah, Anonymous or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if I could quickly get the lyrics, or what lyrics, the
quote.
What are the bad guys saying? Yeah, I can't get it too quickly enough.
It's okay. We have all that. We have all day.
Why can't a bad? I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad.
That's great.
So funny. So funny. So yeah.
But Kevin ran out of words to say. Somebody broke Kevin.
Boop. Boop. Yeah. So we're 30 minutes in. We don't really have a lot of time left, ladies and gentlemen.
We really don't.
But
that checks both boxes for Reed. It's going to be a short episode where we didn't talk about anything specific. But Reed's heart.
Hearts for Reed.
This is Kevin's idea, Reed.
It wasn't planned.
No,
it wasn't planned.
They never are.
They never are.
I think that's the great thing about this show.
We could take a couple minutes though, actually, and talk about some other news things. Sure. What are your thoughts on that new Star Destroyer that just got revealed?
I was talking to the boys from Holland and Ballin about the drop in prices of Lego parts and special figs and things like that. And I asked their opinion about it, and they said that Lego keeps reproducing and making it upping, not upping the quality per se, but making like there's five different colors on Scrooge McDuck's legs. I mean, right. They didn't do that 10 years ago.
Yeah, sure.
But so they think that is the redo of stuff has dropped the prices in the reseller market. And okay, cool, but why do we need another Star Destroyer? Why does it have to be at that price point? And from what the AFOLs I have heard say it's garbage. It doesn't look good. I personally am not a fan of 3 colors in a set. But that's just me, and that ain't got nothing to do with Star Wars because I love Star Wars. Yeah. And I will buy Star Wars. But if I'm going to buy a Star Wars or a Creator 3-in-1, I'm going to buy the Creator 3-in-1 because it simply has more to do and more colors to build later.
Yeah.
Because light bluish gray and dark bluish gray are good in reason.
Yeah.
So I am not. I know you're about to talk.
No, go ahead.
I'm not sold. There's no way in hell I'm going to buy a 7. If I didn't get the Millennium Falcon for 850,
800.
800. I'm not buying this one for 7 because the Star Destroyers are the bad guys.
Right. Yeah. I mean, after taxes, it's 850 basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, it's kind of fascinating to me. I can definitely see the business reason why you would explore re-releasing is not the right word, but reapproaching something like that, because it's been, I think, a healthy length of time between the last one and this one, because you've got to remember Lego is constantly in the business of recruiting new consumers.
And that works on that level, but as far as a tried true member of the Lego Nation, we don't need it.
It's been sued for copyright infringement. The Lego Nation cannot be called the Lego Nation.
You got the
No, I mean that's the thing. The people that are avid collectors who've been around, that I can get their perspective as well. I mean, if you've been collecting Lego for 15 years, you're like, I don't need this again.
No.
100%. But if you guys have learned anything from Forever Sorting and listening to me talk ever, is that Lego is not necessarily as interested as you would hope they would be in the existing consumers. It's more about recruitment.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily care that you're an adult Lego fan. They want to find more adult Lego fans. It's not necessarily about the longevity of your fandom. It's like, no, we got to get more. Just because they're constantly in this self imposed crisis that, you know, the bulk of their audience are kids that grow up and grow out of Lego. And adults are different. Yeah. But it's still like recruiting new adults is the same thing as recruiting new kids.
Yeah.
It's recruiting new consumers in. And so they are like, oh, it's been a long time. We can do this because people that have never played or haven't been with the Lego hobby in the last couple of years, this is new to them.
Yeah.
And so you always see this like very divisive conversation of, I'm so happy Lego reapproached this again because I never got a chance to get the last one. And then the people that got the last one are like, I can't stand that Lego does this because I already have one and I don't need another one.
Yep.
And so it kind of goes back and forth.
You want to hear something crazy when you get done? I got a funny point to make.
Sure. But yeah, so I think overall my opinions are, I think it looks good. I think it looks fine. I think it looks nice.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think it's got some cool stuff to it. $700 is a lot of money to pay for a box of plastic. But again, if you guys have heard anything about me, they're going to keep doing this because people keep buying it.
Yeah.
And until that like threshold is hit, when sales actually start to suffer, which they have yet to do.
Yeah.
In terms of these higher price point items, the prices are going to keep staying in that level, if not higher.
Oh yeah.
So just be aware they're that way because the market is supporting it being that way.
Yeah, I'm a full. Yeah.
That's it. Points. What's your funny point?
No, my funny point is this: as interesting as it sounds, I have heard that the new Yoda looks like garbage as well.
Yeah, I don't like the new Yoda at all.
However, Brick Smith is going to get it
because you didn't get the last one.
Because I did not get the last one.
There it is.
Just simply because I didn't get the last one. And Yoda, he's not dark bluish gray or light bluish gray.
Yeah, he's not.
He's got other colors. So if I want to tear him down, I can rebuild him into something else, like a house.
Yeah, sure.
And the other thing that really is just grinds my gears.
It really grinds my gears.
Is
go ahead, Peter.
Is that the listen, 10 cents a piece. I don't think I'm going to buy it, whatever it is, if it's not 10 cents a piece. Listen, the Friends set came out, not Lego Friends, but Central Perk came out, 1,000 pieces plus minus, I think it was over 1,000, and it's only $60. Thank you, Lego, for giving us a bone. Yep. We will take that all day long, and you should do it more often. I'm wrong, right?
I'm not debating it.
No, I know, because you know it's correct.
But there is definitely the mantra of 10 cents per piece is definitely deeply ingrained in the definitely the mind of the AFL consumer. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I was told very, very long time ago in my AFL walk, don't you pay more than 10 cents a piece.
Yeah.
And I've done it every time I've done it. I've always felt like I
regret it.
Yeah, I was like, why did I? This is not going to be. This is the worst.
Yeah, the thing I really don't like about that Yoda, to get on a Yoda tangent.
Yeah, that's fine.
I really don't. I actually like the face.
Oh, really? Because that's what people don't like.
Okay, but the face, if you crop out the rest of the head.
Yeah.
The face, the angle, and the mouth and the nose and the eyes I actually like, and I like the parts that are used.
Yeah.
The rest of the head's all right. But then I hate the body.
Really?
I think it's the weird thing where it's studs on all sides like that. It's like a cactus to me. I'm like, why has Yoda got this spiky robe? It's just I think it works in certain scenarios, and in others, that's a robe. It's cloth. It's fabric. And to me, if you're gonna do that, do it on the skin to get a roughness of the skin.
Kevin.
Yes.
Can you hold up that Mario, please?
This.
Yes, with all the studs.
This is not. Hey, to be honest.
Yes.
To be honest, I actually prefer this side, but this side, people like seeing the stupid Lego stud thing on it. But hey, this is me personally. So here, when we're building, I get your point. When we're building cities and stuff.
Yeah.
I like the grass and the dirt to have studs on it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's rough. It's unbuilt on. And then if it's a sidewalk, I want it to be tiled because I feel like it's a sign of it gets a different texture and it's a different feeling. So with that, I'm looking at I don't like all these studs on the robes. I feel like if it was more Statue of Liberty style, architecture version where it's slopes and stuff to make it, I don't know, but I'm not interested in buying it. I'm I
am absolutely locked in. Want to build it and put it next to that porg right there above my head.
That porg
right there. Whoop! That guy right there.
There he is.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah.
So everybody,
I don't do Star Wars and Lego very often. So
this is but our humble opinions.
Folks. Yes. What Kevin says does not represent my channel.
No, I mean this is just the ramblings of a couple folks in their Lego spaces talking on the internet. And you know what? I'm sorry that it wasn't a continuation of the tale, but I do think everyone needed a chill period a little bit. I think
palate cleanser, if you
will. A palate cleanser. We'll get back to it shortly.
Yeah.
Don't you fret.
No, it wasn't that bad though. It was a decent enough episode.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I mean, today you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Kevin loved it. Everybody.
It was a great episode. I like just getting to just talk. If you couldn't tell, but we got to run, folks.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. When are we going to do a live episode, Kevin? It's been a while. July was the last one
for the 72-hour stream, right?
Sure was. I think it's time for another one, Kev.
How many have we done? Have we done 2?
We have done 2.
It's interesting because I think I need to go back and watch them again, but I want to say the 2 live versions we've done in my mind didn't go anywhere where I wanted them to go.
Kevin, does that matter?
I don't know.
I don't think it does, Kevin.
I feel like this is it's a podcast that at the moment is centering on my journey through the Lego company. That is not at all what it's intended to be on forever, but it's a podcast about Lego. Yeah. And where it's at currently in the tail, I feel like, oh, this is a cool opportunity for people to like, I know you've got questions because here's the thing. I go to these shows, right? I go to a Brick Fair and I go to Bricks in the Six and you know what? I get peppered with questions the whole time I'm there. And it's like, here's your chance to ask me questions. And then we like get very few questions. And then when we do a live episode, I'm like, all right, cool. People have been listening. They probably have questions about this or that or whatever. And then it ends up just being us just chillaxing and people just like, it ends up being like a normal Lego YouTubing stream. And it's like,
no. I will say that it's not on point with the storyline, but it is definitely not regular.
Well, I mean, it's also just us.
Yeah, but I mean, even more than that. I mean, they've got other shows that have just a few people in them, and there's something special about Forever Sorted, Kevin.
I like that. I like that. But yeah, we another one maybe maybe when we get closer to the end of the year, like maybe November.
Ooh, okay.
Just because October's not gonna be good for me.
Yeah, nobody playing radio in October.
October is gonna be a busy month.
Yeah.
With 2 trips and all kinds of good stuff. So probably November-ish.
Okay.
I mean, at worst case scenario, December end of the year. You know, like wrap up the end of the year. But
my goodness.
But November we'll aim for November. I can't believe it. Can you believe that it's I can't even believe it. We're like a couple weeks away from October.
Yeah. What I truly can't believe is we've been doing this since July of last year.
Of 18.
Yes.
It's nonsense. Nonsense, everybody.
Special shout out to Straw Bricks. I know this is the wrong show, but he started his YouTube career in the last week or so, and he's done 3 videos, and they are all responses to the short sort.
He's on fire.
1, 2, and 3. I'm very proud to say he's a friend. I met him in Philly. He's from New York. You guys go watch him, go subscribe to him, go follow him, go show him some Lego love.
There it is. The people have spoken.
And I've already talked to him about trying to get him on as a special guest to the short sort. He wants to catch up first.
Oh, nice.
So he wants to do all of the
50 episodes.
He wants to do the 50 episodes before he jumps on the show.
Crazy.
I love it, man. Hey, Sort Nation, forever sorting.
Passion.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
That's all we got, folks. That's it for today.
That's it. Is that all?
That's all.
It's it. Kevin's throwing in the towel.
I'm sorry, guys. I got things I gotta do.
Me as well. I have to finish prepping for my friend from Colorado showing up. So
I want to point to the wrong way, which would be this way. Yes, that's it. I got it.
You went back there.
I don't know. I was like, whoosh. Everybody, Julian's right over there.
That's Kevin right there.
Bing! And thank you for catching another episode of Forever Sorting. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget,
you got to sort
those bricks.
Bye, everybody.
Bing.
It's me, Mario.